Hello history lovers. Today we are looking into deep history of ancient Egypt and their people. What were their lives? And their disturbing secrets and rituals they used to follow? So sit back and relax because this video will leave you full of knowledge and learning. Let's begin. Ancient Egypt was a complex and fascinating civilization that lasted for thousands of years. They had a rich and diverse set of beliefs and practices that were intertwined with every aspect of their daily life. In this video, we will explore some of the beliefs and practices of ancient Egypt, including some of their darker secrets and practices. Beliefs and practices of ancient Egypt. Religion played a significant role in the lives of ancient Egyptians. They believed in multiple gods and goddesses, each with their own specific attributes and areas of influence. The gods were believed to be involved in every aspect of their lives, from the birth of a child to the harvest of crops. The most important gods in ancient Egypt were Amun, Ra, and Osiris. The Egyptians also believed in the afterlife, and their tombs were filled with items they believed they would need in the next world. This included food, drink, clothing, and even servants who were buried alive with their masters. They believed that the afterlife was a mirror of their earthly existence, and that they would continue to live in much the same way after death. The Egyptians also had a strong belief in magic and the power of words. They believed that words had the power to create and destroy, and that certain words could be used to protect them from harm. They also believed in the power of amulets and talismans, which they wore to protect themselves from evil spirits and curses. B. The dark secrets of ancient Egypt. Despite their many achievements, ancient Egypt also had some dark secrets that are still shocking to us today. Here are some of the most disturbing practices that were common in ancient Egypt. 1. Human sacrifice. The ancient Egyptians believed that the gods required regular offerings, including human sacrifices. Some of the most common sacrifices were prisoners of war and slaves. They were often buried alive or thrown into a fire as an offering to the gods. 2. Slavery. Slavery was a common practice in ancient Egypt, and many of the great monuments and buildings were built by slave labor. Slaves were often captured during wars or sold into slavery by their families. 3. Incest. The ancient Egyptians practiced incest as a way of maintaining the purity of the royal bloodline. Brothers and sisters were often married to each other, and even parents and children would sometimes marry. 4. Animal sacrifice. The ancient Egyptians believed that animals had special powers, and they would often sacrifice them in religious ceremonies. Millions of animals, including cats, dogs, and birds, were mummified and buried alongside their owners. 5. Infanticide. Babies born with disabilities were often left to die in ancient Egypt. They were believed to be cursed and were considered a burden on their families. 6. Body modification. The ancient Egyptians practiced body modification, including the stretching of the earlobes and the binding of the feet. They also practiced circumcision on both males and females. 7. Curses. The ancient Egyptians believed in the power of curses, and they would often place curses on their enemies or those who disturbed their tombs. These curses were believed to bring great harm and misfortune to the person who was cursed. Conclusion. The ancient Egyptians were a fascinating and complex civilization that left behind a wealth of knowledge and artifacts. Their beliefs and practices were intertwined with every aspect of their lives, and they left a lasting impact on the world that is still felt today. However, they also had some dark secrets and practices that were disturbing and shocking. By exploring both their achievements and their dark secrets, we can gain a deeper understanding of this fascinating civilization. Thank you for watching. Subscribe now to get daily content like this.